Yeah, no, so a lot of the things that the new generation are doing is like we kind of, not what we don't do, but it's like we kind of understand and indulge in what they do. Like now, a lot of them on the social media. We're on the social media, but then you got our mum and dad's generation. They're not really on the social media like that. They're the old school kind of people. So, yeah, and it's crazy, isn't it? But yeah, it's I can't really speak much on the new generation because they're just a whole different breed and bruv. Yeah, so yeah.
So bro,
Whole
when
different breed.
so
Yeah.
when people like
Social
come
media
here,
runs the whole life.
Yeah.
like when people come here, yeah, like our mate, like one of our very very close friends, you know, he's a mental health advocate, yeah.
Okay.
And obviously, me and my brethren, we were speaking about it before, like checking in with certain people who come on the red chair, checking in with them, asking them like deep down, none of this shallow shit, but to be honest, how are they mentally? You get what I'm trying to say? How is their mental health? But we made a conscious decision to check in with, if we can obviously remember, nearly everybody who comes on the red chair during the words, like when we're concluding the conversation, to just check in. Obviously, some people, like I said, some people, you know, will just give you that, you know, that the simple response that I'm good or whatever. But again, like the more we do it, we just want people to know that you can be. Obviously, some people opened up. Even the interview that we're dropping now, like it's just mainly about, you know, big up obviously Kerry, like a lovely woman from Manchester. She proper diving in deep about how mental health, mentally how she feels and whatever. But I think it's one of the most important thing because again, like you said, with the industry that you're in, like you see the two industries that you're proper getting in, like modeling and acting, like you said, the key word here is rejection, bro. So much rejection. So even within acting, like I'm sure you don't know, obviously people go for roles or whatever, and so much rejection through all of that. And again, I'm sure all of these things as time, because at the end of the day, bro, we're humans, regardless of these clothes that we're wearing, how we portray ourselves, bro. We're all human beings at the end of the day. You get me? Like our mental health goes up and down. You get me?
100%.
So, like, yeah, my question to you, like, on a real one, as you get me, as my Ugandan brother, like, how is your mental health like?
Alright, I'll be real, I'll open up about this as well. Now we're touching on this subject.
Bro, vulnerability is the new cool, man.
Yeah, I'm just the honest person, I keep it real. Alright, I have ASD.
Like, for the people that don't, sorry to even cut you, my bro.
Yeah, go
for
on.
the people that don't understand, what is that?
So that's autism spectrum disorder. So I was diagnosed with autism when I was 4 years old, but I didn't actually know about this until I got a bit older in my 20s. That's when my family told me. But and I think I've got symptoms of ADHD as well. But yeah, so when I got to my 20s, early 20s, that's when my mum and dad started telling me, you've got ASD, you've got autism. And I can kind of understand because when I kind of research what the symptoms are for everything, I could see that, I do this, I do that, and I'm like, rah. And I remember when I was young, I remember when my mum and dad, they used to take me to this place and I used to have meetings with these kind of people and they always used to ask me, is Eric okay? How's he doing? How's he coping? And I always used to hear this, but I didn't know what was going on, but all I knew, there was a problem with me. There was something wrong. And as I got older, that's when I started to understand my autism and how it functions and whatnot. So it's there's different types of autistic people and how they function and how they move. Like some people, they'll say, I didn't know you was autistic. Like I couldn't tell you was autistic.
That's what I'm thinking. Even the more you talk, that's what I'm even thinking. Like, if you never even mentioned it, I would have never told. And maybe because once again, it's not a physical condition. It's like, I think it's
an impairment.
It's an impairment. And also, you get me. And also, I'm not really too educated about it. You get me? I don't really know much about it because I've never really obviously done research about it. So once again, going back to you, proper educating us and talking to us about it. I'm learning.
So there's different types of autistic people. Me, one of the things that I have is like it was a learning difficulty. So thought process. So what happens is that I need to, when someone explains something to me, they might need to explain it a couple more times, or when they explain it to me, they might have to explain it, but in a more of an easier version. So it's like once I understand, it then processes, and then I understand it. As well, with my learning difficulty, I found it hard to understand certain things. So once again, it's like I could be in a classroom. I'm in school. I could be in a classroom and the teacher's explaining something, and it's like I'll be like I don't get it. So throughout primary school, secondary school, and college, I had like a teacher beside me that would help me with my work, and it helped me. English was my biggest struggle. I could read and write, nothing wrong with that. The problem was like the full stops, the capital, that was when to put that all in, like the apostrophes, 66, the 99s, like I didn't know where to put that in. And just when I want to explain certain things, how to just word it. Once again, I can read and write, no problem. My writing's good and everything.
It's just understanding
and how to write it and plan it out. But I've met people that are autistic, and sometimes when someone's autistic, I can look at them, and there's certain things that they do, and then I can see myself in them, which is why I can kind of
recognize them.
I can recognize them, and I'll go and ask them, like, are you autistic? And they'll say, yeah, I am. And I was like, how do you know? And I'm like, the reason being is because I can see myself in you. I can see me in you. So yeah, that was it. But I was really good at maths, and I love to problem solve numbers and all these sort of things, multiplication, division, fractions, all these sort of things. So maths was something I was very good at. But yeah, that's it with autism. I feel like a lot of people are afraid to say that to talk about it, because what actually happens is that some people will get taken the mick out of, and I can understand that, and I'll be honest with myself, sometimes I don't want to tell people that I'm autistic, but I think as well, I think it's also a blessing, and it's not only just a blessing, but I think I think it can actually be like something that I have. It can and then inspire other autistic people and show them, look, he's an autistic person. He's not afraid to come out and tell people I'm autistic. This is who I am as a person. It makes people come out of the show like, look, he's saying this. I didn't know. I'm this as well. I'm autistic too.
It's a strength as well.
It's a strength.
You get me? You know, like you completely like embracing everything that comes with you. You can't say like that's a big strength, because the older you get and the more things that you do through life, it's like you can own it. You can't say, and it's like it becomes, like I said, a strength.
Yeah.
And with that, like what you said again, like other people can, you know, start really, you can start inspiring other people that are kind of ashamed to kind of come out and whatnot, and other people can look at you like, you know what, like he's cool, he's very successful with his modeling, with his acting career, like he's doing all of these things, and he's coming out and he's actually admitting it. You know what, let me be a bit more vulnerable as well.
You know what it is, because it's mad, because I don't know if you lot have been seeing this young guy,
I know exactly what you're gonna say.
YJ. Now I obviously, like, I heard a couple of years ago. It's only recently I'm starting to hear about him, like a couple of months ago. But obviously a couple of years ago, I heard that I don't know if a video went viral of him and people were taking the piss out of him.
Oh, like going back a couple of years?
Yeah, a couple of years ago. People knew who he
I
was.
thought he just came out of the blue.
No. He was known a couple of years ago. But I think what's happened is that he's got like a marketing team, and I think they really know how to tackle that social media and how to push you and go viral. So he's got, I can tell he's got a good marketing side with him. So now he's up there and he's successful. And obviously, like, I've seen how he acts, and I've seen him on podcasts, and I can tell he's autistic.
Oh, he's autistic,
yeah.
Like there's obviously from him, you know, that obviously with disabilities, obviously it comes in different ways and different levels and different forms. And obviously with certain people, you can clearly see there's something there, but sometimes you might not know what it is. You get me? So even with him, like when I see him, you can tell you know, he's got like a certain disability, but again, it's like I don't know which disability. So you say like you can identify that he's autistic as well.
I can tell. Okay. There's certain. No, it's not that I'm being rude, but it's like with him,
the traits,
like the traits, like I'm not trying to be. You see how he flaps his hands, like I don't do that sort of thing, but it's like it's like I can just see it, like I can just see certain things, or like for example when he kind of stutters on his words. I don't really stutter on my words, but I can just see there's certain things, certain little behaviors I'm seeing. I'm like I can see it, but yeah. But with him, like YJ, he was on like a podcast. I think it was Capital Extra. I don't know if you've seen it, and he said that I'm YJ, I'm autistic. He told the platform and the people that are watching him on the podcast, he said, I am autistic. And he said, it's a blessing. It's a gift. And when he said that, I was thinking, wow, a man that's coming out on a platform to tell people I'm autistic. And he's not ashamed to say that I'm not scared to hide it. It's a gift. Yeah. When he said it was a gift, I'm like, wow.
And how did the people take to it?
No, I saw the comments and people were like, it's really good that he's able to come onto the platform and speak and whatnot, and it's just a lot of positivity. Yeah, but it really touched me, the fact that he said that I'm autistic, and what for him to be autistic, he said it's a gift. That really it made me think, wow.
And like the thing, when I see a lot of the that have autism, or dyslexia, majority of them are actually successful. When you see like because you got what's his name, Jamie Oliver. He's dyslexic. And he's a well-known chef. You got a few other people that maybe autism. I remember there's another guy, I think he suffers with like autism and that, and he's a real good drawer. He's got like a photographic memory. He's a black guy. I don't know if you've seen him. They fly him up somewhere, and he looks around like probably like the area of London, and he can literally draw every single detail that he's just saw.
That's
That's
a superpower.
No way.
Going back to what I'm saying to you guys, you get what I'm trying to say. Obviously, I'm very mindful when I say certain things. Again, life is not straightforward. All of us know. This is why this is called reality team TV, and sometimes I need to be mindful. So
go on.
when I say certain things like, if someone's got something to embrace or whatever, things are not straightforward. Sometimes things are not easy for some people to do. But what I try to just tell people to do is to try to find a way. If you got like I said, if you got like a disability, or if you got like something, to try. The key word here is to try to find a way to turn that into like a positive. You understand? Because over the years, even the things that you're talking about, there's so many different, examples of people who have done this. So it's not impossible. People have shown you that, you know what, if you try and if you can find a way to turn whatever condition you got into a positive, fam, I'll be even honest with you, off the top of my head, you know, I don't really watch too many videos that make me feel guilty that I should be doing more, but do you not ever watch, I don't know about you, like on Instagram, online, bro, one of the main videos that I watch that really made me feel like, yo, like, what the fuck? Like, you should be doing a lot more. When I watch people in wheelchairs, like, still try to work out, go gym. You know, when you see certain people in wheelchairs still trying to do certain things, like, when you deep it, guys, and bro, them kind of videos, like, for me, it's like, they really always make me feel like, fuck, like, it must, everything, once again, everything must begin and end with the mind.
It's there.
When you deep it, once again, some things are easier said than done, obviously, but
you've got a few people that are like on TV, that are in wheelchairs,
bro,
probably have like one ligament, and they're pretty much successful,
bro. Everything going back full circle, everything's all there. Whatever's going on in your mind, because once again, there's so many beautiful like examples of people doing these things, and it's like that's why, again, like people around me, they know, like, things could be perfect, whatever, this and that. That could be hard, whatever. But that's why, even for me, bro, as with my mentality here, with whatever I'm trying to do here with this platform, bro, I never make up any excuses, bro. You get me? Work with what we got, and as time goes by, things will start making even better more sense in terms of like growing in different ways. But by any means, like I always tell him and other people, but by any means necessary, bro, every week I have to keep on pushing forward, regardless of what's going on in my life, whatever. With this shit that I'm trying to build, no excuses, bro. Look at these people. Look at what we say. Look at these people. People are not making. Some people, bro, they don't make excuses. They understand difficult times are gonna come, whatever. But now we must find a way to push forward with your thing, with your thing. And that's the mentality this one I have. Of course, like I keep on saying, I hate to repeat myself. It's not easy, but there's a way, bro.
There is.
There's a way. You got to say there's a way in everything that we're trying to do, man. No matter how long it's gonna take. But yeah, bro.
Yeah. So with like YJ and his autism, I really respect that he had that kind of confidence to come out and say it's a gift. That really touched me, because I don't think I could say that personally. If I was to go in that current moment and say I got autism and it's a gift, I don't think I could say that in that moment. Not because I'm ashamed, but I don't think I would have thought to say that. But for him to say it, it's just, that inspired me. And I respect YJ for that. Do you get what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people out there, you know, this is very controversial. I don't want to talk about it too much, but I respect him. I'm really happy for him. And then, you know, and there's people out there that are happy for him. And then you're getting people out there, the haters.
Of course.
You see it. How is he up there? His music is... They'll say stuff like his music's terrible and this and that. And those haters are probably the ones that would love to be in his position.
You got it right.
You see all the people that he's meeting.
Well, that's why they're doing what they're doing.
Do you know what I'm saying? He's meeting guys like Tion Wayne, and he's meeting all these kind of people. And I know all these people are hating that probably do music. They would love to be in this position.
Listen, a lot of people, like, you see, like, these people that are hating, like we say, like, another example, you see when you go in a museum and there's art all on the walls, there's basically, art comes in different forms. Right? So if these people remove the ego in terms of saying like that art is shit or whatever, for me, like, it's one of them ones, if it doesn't sound good for you, whatever, like, all you can just do is that, you know what, his music is not for me, keep it moving, you understand? But all of these other things is shit, is whatever. It shows these people either are hating or their ego is getting in the way.
Or they never made it themselves.
Exactly, they're just hating. You get what I'm trying to say? For me, it's like, you see he's doing good, he's got his condition. Like, if his music is not for you, regardless of how it looks, whatever, bro, if his music is not good for you, bro, just say, nah, it's not for me, just keep it moving. So all of these haters, they can just fucking suck a dick, man.
So, yeah, man, big shout out to YJ. I don't think he'll ever get to see this, or if he does see it, but listen, bro, just keep going, man. Keep pushing.
The internet's a big place.
And just stay positive, YJ, man. For real, keep doing your thing. I respect what you're doing.
Absolutely, man.
You're a big inspiration, man. So yeah.
And to conclude this conversation, I just want to ask you a random.
Go ahead.
Sometimes I get so many just random things in my head. So to conclude this conversation, like, obviously you can take it time to think about it.
Yeah, go
like,
on.
my question is like, number one, like, what do you love? What do you love about yourself? And two, what do you hate about yourself?
What do I love about myself? Alright, I think one thing I can say that I love about myself is knowing who I am. And every day I'm still knowing who I am. I think what a lot of people are trying to, I can't say the whole world, but there's a lot of people out there that don't know who they are. They will try and become somebody they're not.
Facts.
Or they're around certain people, and when they're around certain people, there's certain things that they do, and in order for them to fit in and be accepted, they need to do what they do. But reality is, a lot of people might not actually want to do what they do, but it's just acceptance and being respected and being honoured. And I think one thing with me is one thing I can say about how I love myself is the fact that I took some time out to just be alone. And sometimes when you want to truly find out who you are and just what you want to do in life, you got to be alone. Sometimes you got to separate yourself and find out who you are. Just sit alone or look in that mirror and just ask yourself, who am I? And when I started to find out who I am and what I'm called to do, what are my passions, what are my goals, I'll then look at myself in the mirror. If I never love myself, I'll start to say, I love myself. This is who I am. I love my skin complexion. I love my height. I love my ears. I love my nose, my lips, everything. I love myself. And with that comes with time and building that self-confidence within yourself to love yourself. I think one thing with me that I love about myself, and this is something I wanted to do, I said, I want to be different. I want to be different. I want to stand out from the crowd. I want to, and for me to stand out and be different from the crowd and not following the crowd, because sometimes when you follow a crowd, you're not knowing that by you following the crowd, you're actually blinded.
You're actually also losing yourself within the crowd.
So I thought, let me separate myself, find out who I am, and let me not try and follow what people do. And just, not only that, but just begin to love myself. So I think, just to conclude it all,
absolutely.
I think one thing I can say that I love about myself is being confident to know who I am. And that's by being alone. And by doing that, I'm able to find out who I am as a person and just what I love doing and just loving myself as a human being. And
self-love is everything.
Self-love is everything.
Bro, you explained it perfectly, bro. Self-love is everything. Even what you said, I was speaking to my cousin like a good week ago or something about like literally spending time by yourself. Like even though like it might sound simple, but not everybody can do that, That's why obviously sometimes certain people always want to be around other people. That's why sometimes certain people try to distract themselves in different ways because, bro, you can't lie to yourself, innit? Like you see that voice in your head when you spend so much time by yourself. And sometimes like when God wants you to really, really, really find yourself or whatever, even sometimes you can try to run away in it because like I try to do this as well. Like I try to basically, like smoke weed, drink, whatever, distract myself away. But even for me, it got to a point where, bro, even if I'm high and drunk, that voice in my head, I couldn't run away from that motherfucker regardless. So it's like, I had no, you get me? I had no choice but to, to proper dive within myself and just like ask myself certain real answers. You get what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So going back to the second part of the question, what do you hate about yourself? If there's anything, it doesn't need to be, but
even if there's
be totally transparent. Yeah, obviously if there's not, it's all good. But if there is, be transparent.
I think one thing I can say I hate about myself is the fact that I think, I can say some things that I could probably say, I hate myself. I think one thing I could say I hate about myself is sometimes it's just maybe just being a bit more serious with certain things in life in my past. Sometimes I do dwell in the past and I look and I say, I hate the fact that I could have done this, or I hate the fact that I done that. If I never done that, I wouldn't be in this position, sort of thing. So I think it's just, I think one thing I hate about myself is sometimes not taking the opportunity and going for it. Or when the opportunity does come, sometimes opportunities don't come to you, you have to go and get it. But when opportunities do come to me, I don't take it. And it's only sometimes, that saying, you don't know what you have until you've lost it. And I remember that time where for example, when I was 19 playing football, I had like an opportunity to play semi-pro. I remember my friend brought me in with a trial. We went down there to the pitch and they were like saying, come to the team. There's going to be a spot. We know you can get this position easily. And the time that they invited, man, and I went down and everything, I was in college. I was halfway through the year. I'd already paid the fees and everything. I can't just leave. But then I hated myself because what happened was that I regretted it. Yeah. I did regret it.
To be fair, that sounded like, it's not, you would have taken the opportunity, but obviously, like you said, you was in college, innit? So it's like you had a choice. Yeah. Either to leave the college if that was the case. Yeah. But for me, it seemed like, it's not like it was straightforward and you chose not to take it. It's like college was in the way,
it
innit?
was in the way. And that's why I couldn't really get to where I needed to be, because there was other trials that were going on that I had, but it was just,
Yeah.
like, it was just weren't straightforward.
And the final one before I proper go, yeah, because we're running out of time, yeah.
no,
Even like another final little one.
go
This
on.
could be like a quick one, yeah. Like, who's the person in your life, yeah, who's basically like whose opinion matter to you most? Like, who's that one person in your whole life who's, you got what I'm trying to say, like their opinion whenever they give you advice, or whenever they give you their opinions or something, like their opinions really, really matter to you more than anyone's. If there's anyone.
Whose opinion?
Yes.
Yeah, like they're sort of like a mentor.
Yeah, like a mentor, someone who you really, really look up to. It could even be like someone who you follow on social media, someone maybe like you never met before, who you love their wisdom and their opinion, like really, really matter to you. Or even someone that you know personally in your life.
I'll say God. He's taught me a lot, and he's still teaching me up to this very moment now. I've learned a lot, and some things that he's taught me, I've kept it and applied it to my life. So I'll say God. That was a very good question, because I was thinking who.
Thank you, my bro.
Yeah, but I'll be honest, it's God.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. Literally, even God, he's the one who even put this question in my head randomly, spontaneously. So, but my bro,
guys,
you get me.
Thank you, man, for the opportunity for me to be on
Red Chair. Come on, Red Chair, Reality Team TV. Come on, man.
Yeah, the name's Eric. Big shout out to the team. Love. I'm out. Peace. Bless.